Argo, Greece's Eurovision 2016 act, has released their song Utopian Land. You guys, if this is Utopia, I do not want to go. I find this boring and repetitive. Although I enjoy the ethno-Greek instrumentation, I love the Greek language, the song itself just doesn't work. In some ways it's like 2011 where they had the rap element mixed with the traditional sounds, and I personally don't like the mishmash. I think they're definitely appeasing, I don't know, Greek listeners at home, but abroad I don't think this is going to work as well. I'm just not feeling it.
I've mixed feelings about it too. I'm unsure whether it even is appeasing Greek listeners, because I remember when Argo were announced, nobody in Greece had a clue who they were, and there were all these big Greek names who were interested, but yeah, we got stuck with Argo. I thought it could be worse based on their back catalogue. The addition of the female makes a huge difference. That's the only part that I kind of half like. It harks back a bit to the kind of dance divas that Greece has sent in the past, like Kalamira and Alfatira and Helena Paparizou. But the rest of it, the rap just gets on my nerves. It just goes on and on and on, because in a lot of these Eurovision songs with rap, we have a rap verse and that's it, like in Bosnia's song. But this is just every single verse is rap, and then there's a bit of the woman singing the chorus. Then the traditional instrument is a bit of overkill, and yeah.
Greece, when they used to enter Eurovision, were always entering it to win. And because they can't afford to win these days, they're just sending songs for the sake of sending it. And that's what this feels like. It feels like they threw in the traditional element, they threw in the Greek lyrics, the part Greek, part English, just to get a bit of support from their diaspora. It is better than I feared, but that's not saying much. It's just kind of there. And Greece shouldn't just be there at Eurovision. I want them to be like Kalamira or Helena again. I want it something really big. And it's disappointing that this is so clearly going to qualify, because it's Greece and a better song will probably miss out.
I take your point. The diaspora will definitely get behind this. I think if there's a year that Greece wouldn't qualify, it would be this year. This is the weakest song they've sent in a really long time. And on that note, I'd love to read a comment. This is from reader Charles. A lame ethno-rap English cheesy lyric song that I believe must have its hardcore fans in Greece, but personally I couldn't care less. It just doesn't say anything to me. Actually, is a whole mess of sounds that distract me completely, plus the chorus is too damn repetitive. No creativity is here. Again, as always, I just don't get the so-called Greek ethnic sound, and in this case it sounds awful and messy. Instead of a stunning melody, we have this load of crap. Now, it's not a total load of crap. There is a naked man in the video, and Charles continues. Now, as expected, people are visually distracted by a naked hot guy. What else is new to Eurovision as far as sex is concerned? Nothing. You expect the guy to go to Stockholm and run naked on stage and cause mental orgasms that distract people from actually listening to the song? Not surprised. Well, goodness, tell us how you really feel. Padraig.
The video, I suppose, is interesting for the first few seconds, but for the rest of it, it's just the man running and running and running and running and running. So even though he has a nice physique, you get tired of it too. I don't think Greece is quite that bad, and I think we should remember that while it's not as good as Alcohol is Free from 2013, that song didn't enter the competition with great expectations either, but they managed to elevate it with the live performance and the staging, and of course we haven't seen any of that yet for Argo, so there is still hope.
It's kind of very reminiscent of the Wood Kid video, Run by Run, like that black and white, effectively just somebody running through it. That's what it made me feel like, really, from the beginning. I do think this is the closest they will get to not qualifying, because, I mean, in recent years, they were winning semi-finals. Like, they won their semi-final with Watch My Dance, which is probably the closest thing that this is similar to. I think it will be really interesting to see how the new voting system works with it, though, because where the diaspora didn't have as much of an effect in 2014 and 2015, if they really get behind it in the televote, this will still probably qualify. Yeah, it's just all a bit there. There's just nothing exciting about it. And the end feels really like rushed. Like it feels like they realized they had 10 seconds left to finish the song and they had 30 seconds worth of instrumentation. So they just threw it all in and it just sounds really unpleasant.
Well, that's what we think. What do you think? You can let us know here on wiwibloggs.
And make sure to like the video, please.
And hit the subscribe button.
See you later. Bye.
Bye.
I'm trying to find a shirtless man to run through the room so we can follow him with the camera, a la Argo. Okay, just kidding. Here we go.